Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. It's that Astro Witch, and today we're going to be looking at some November predictions. Let's see what we can expect. We're going to pick out some cards for each pile. So let's see. We're going to get 3 cards, please. I think these are the ones. These. I think this is 3. Yes. Okay. So these are going to be the 3 piles for today. And we're gonna look at the stones in a bit. So this is pile number 1, 2, and 3, and you can take your time to meditate as usual, and then when you're ready you can jump to the timestamps in the description box. Hi pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So this was the stone that you were drawn to. It's like this green, lime green kind of. Ooh, serpentine. Okay, so who needs it? Kundalini yogis or anyone in need of a fresh start. Okay, so when to use it? When it's time to let go of tired beliefs and get stuck energy unstuck. If serpentine arrives in your life, it's an invitation to rip off all proverbial band-aids and regroup. Hit the sauna, sweat it out, and release all lingering drama. And your phrase is awaken your reptilian nature. Okay. I was just thinking of Medusa. And also like, I don't know if some of you guys are Potterheads here. I'm personally not, but then it just made me think of, what's that house? The green one? Slytherin. Yes. So, okay, this is your tarot deck. We're gonna pick out some oracle cards first, just to see the overall energy for the month of November. So what can pile number 1 expect for the month of November? Oh, these 2, 3. Thank you. Okay, and then we'll get 1 here, please. What can pile number 1 expect for the month of November? Thank you. Okay, let's see. Let's look at your oracle cards. Oh, right. We're gonna use this deck again. Hold on. Don't know if you guys enjoyed this one. I did. Actually, I think just this last purple one was calling. And this one. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. This. Bottom one. Okay, let's see how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay, that's more than enough. Thank you. Okay, so, okay, we'll start with this. Your first card is ostentation. Saturn in Taurus. Domination. I nearly said dominion. Domination with Mars in Sagittarius. Okay. And inheritance with Saturn in Scorpio. So you have a couple of Saturn placements here. Definitely has to do, okay, not definitely, not yet, but I'm picking up that it has to do with like things that you've built your foundation on, like things that you know, because it mentioned it here. Beliefs, yes. I think it's to do with something that you thought you knew, but patterns. Yes, definitely. So that definitely is why there's Saturn here, because Saturn is the planet of rules and like conventional things, definitely stability. So I feel like your stability is being questioned here. Let's see what's going on. We have a lot of cards here. Throne, position of authority. Okay. Maybe you're going to deal with one, but let's see. Scales, keep your life in balance. Parrot, I nearly said passport. Maybe you're planning to move, but someone will gossip about all your secrets. Okay. Leg, stepping into a new experience. Yes. Eye, oh, there's like body things. Very body things. Hold on, I'm just gonna move this so we can. What if I should hold on. Let's put it in order of how we got it. We're just gonna arrange this up here so that you can see it better. We can all see it better. So yeah, I think this is nicer. Yes. Thank you. Okay, psychic ability. Trust your intuition. Okay, then we have crown. Ooh, you got crown and throne. Honor and respect will come to you. Wow. So I think this is your energy here for this month. Month of the year is April. I feel like it's the coming April. Not really the past. It's more about the coming April. So that's November. If we can do the math properly, that'll be 6 months, right? 5. Basically towards like half a year more. No, I don't want to start reading yet. We're gonna look at, unless there's something I'm picking up, then we will read. But right now, let's see what can pile number 1 expect for November. This. Okay, let's see how many we got here. Okay, we can get a few more. Okay, this one. I think this is fine. Yes, thank you. We'll get some more later if we need so. Okay, let's see your cards. Ooh, the Hanged Man. Okay. Major Arcana. Starting off strong with your reading. Oh, crap. I don't know if we can... Okay, never mind. 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Knight of Wands. I was just thinking if I could put this here, but maybe later. Temperance. Okay. I'm hearing don't rush into things. 3 of I know I said 3 of Hearts, 3 of Swords. Got 2 3s here. The 8 of Wands. Yeah, this is really fast here. You've got the Knight of Wands. You've got the 8 of Wands. Speedy. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. This is not... There's just too many cards going on here. I feel like there is... I don't feel so much that there's a lot of things happening for you, but I feel like there's a lot of guidance that you guys have been asking for. So that's why there are just like a bunch of cards here today. I think these 2 can wait. These, yeah, these will be for later. This, I'm not being called to do this. Hold on. It's just too much going on here. This will be like this, yeah. The other 2 will sit here later. Okay, so we've got a messy layout today. I don't know if you guys feel like things are just very... I don't know if... maybe you guys have been in this Hanged Man position where you are reflecting on a lot of things. Because you see, you got the Hanged Man. And then you also have Temperance here. I'm hearing forgive or forget. I feel like there is something that you guys have been thinking, probably a couple of things that you guys have been thinking of. But it's not so negative. I think it's more about proceeding with your career. It's like I'm getting career energy here. Now let's see. So you have patterns. With what I said earlier, I think there's something that you need to unlearn, like some habits that you need to unlearn or some patterns in your life that you need to break, because it's kind of keeping you stuck. Because with Temperance here, it's about inner balance. It's of course like taking care of yourself physically, mentally, holistically, and especially with this Temperance, it's more about the mental side of things where you're really focusing on your well-being with the mind. Here, the eye, the psychic ability, and this, there's like the sun on the head of the angel. And you've got a sun here too. So it's really calling to my attention that maybe you guys have been really connecting with your angels So that's why I feel like this is more like reassurance. Maybe you guys have been asking for some signs, and this is the sign that you're asking for, because I think you have an idea about what to expect this month, because things have been building up probably since April. But I feel like if there's a change that's going to go on, it's going to happen in a few more months. It could even be in 4 months time, not just like specifically April, whenever you're watching this. But this is definitely more for a November prediction. So this could be 4 weeks, or specifically in April. And I think it's not so much to do with other people. I think it's more about letting go of some past relationships, not just romantic, but then like people who maybe you thought had your back. Ooh, are you planning to like, I don't know if you guys are trying to prove yourself to some people who did not believe in you, because there's some energy here I'm seeing with the Hanged Man and with Temperance here, and in between you have the Knight of Wands. Okay. I'm getting a message that you guys have to reassess the reason why you are going for what you are going for. You know, because then for some of you guys, I feel like you are doing something for the sake of proving people wrong, but maybe it's not something that you are happy about. It's just to prove what you're able to do, but is it making you happy? Because then with the Temperance here, I'm hearing there's no one else to blame but yourself. No, I'm not blaming you. It's just what I'm hearing. I think it's like sometimes you have to let go of past hurts, because when you proceed in life with a grudge, because I understand sometimes it's like really hard to forgive some people or forget some things that like some bad things that happened to you, but we can't keep clinging on to it, because we're gonna trap ourselves in this mindset. And so even if we don't want that energy in our life, we are actively pursuing it, because we are in this mindset where, okay, I have to do this and do this and do this for revenge, or to prove to them that I'm better than what they did. But then it's more about in spite, you know? So if you're trying to pursue something, because here, exactly with the scales, see, balance. If you're trying, I feel like the balance that you are seeking is not in this sense that you are trying to go for, because I feel like right now you are doing something because you are trying to do revenge. Revenge is a strong word, but I feel like you're trying to get back to the people who did you wrong in the past. But then if you do that, it doesn't mean that all these things that keep happening are going to stop happening, because you are, okay, I'm going to try and explain. This is like I'm seeing it more like this vibrational level thing. Okay, so stick with me through this. It's like if you go through this thing, let's say you were in an abusive relationship, okay, and just an example, and let's say when you get out of it, you decide to act in a certain way so that it's just like to do revenge on this person. But then when we put ourselves in that place, it's like we still allow them to have that power over us, because then we are kind of communicating to the universe that, okay, they are still on my mind enough for me to do revenge on them. You know, you reserve a lot of energy. No, you spend a lot of energy and time doing this action to actively actively work on avenging yourself from this person. And so the universe is like, okay, so I guess you just want to spend more time. So then they're gonna keep giving you the same kind of people. It's not that you are a bad person, or it's not that you deserve it. It's just I do believe it's more about how you are aligning yourself with vibrational energy. So that's why what I'm seeing right off the bat here is that working on inner balance, it's easier said than done. I understand, but then working on an inner balance and letting go of those previous hurts is gonna be so much more beneficial than just sitting there plotting against the people who did you wrong. Because going against, like, acting, I was hearing abrasively, acting rashly and not thinking things through is not gonna benefit you. And I feel like you kind of know that inside, but then you're just really hurt and you really just want to do something, and your angels can see that, and they're trying to let you know that they can see that too. But then the more energy, the more you put into a cup, they're gonna see it. They're gonna know that, okay, I guess you just want to spend more time with them. You know, that's just how things work. Because of all the energy you put into something, then they will see that more, and they're like, oh, okay, so I guess that's something that's interesting or to them, or something that they're passionate about, which is, in this case that I just gave you, it's not. It's something that you're trying to avoid, right? So this stepping into a new experience, I think, is just trusting your guides, trust your intuition, because I feel like deep down inside you have this feeling, but it's more like this. I was picking up some back and forth. Like, I feel like you're quite a fair person, but then it's just, I don't know if some of you take psychology or graduated from psychology, but then it's like that thing, or you're just very understanding people, where you can put yourself in other people's shoes. And it's not because, let's say in the case of being in a toxic relationship where you've been gaslit or things like that, that you've adopted this mindset, but it's more that in general, I feel like you are a very understanding person. So then when people do you wrong and you know that you didn't deserve it, or let's say you eventually reach the point where you know you don't deserve it, and you want to kind of seek revenge, but then at the same time you're just like, if I do that, I'll just be like them, or if I do that, I'll just be, it's not gonna be nice to them, they're gonna get hurt, and it's not that I care, but you know. So I understand. I see this kind of what do you call it, this, you're stuck, like you can't. So I think that's why maybe the past few months you have been progressing with your life, maybe not so much in this field, in this aspect of your life where you are trying to let go of some people who've done you wrong. And well, let's see here, because with inheritance and ostentation, there is a lot of like money that I'm seeing here. And I don't know. Oh yes, like I said in the beginning, if you are actively pursuing something career-wise because you are trying to prove yourself wrong, prove people wrong, sorry, then it's like, let's say you I don't know, maybe a job in the business industry. Let's say you are not fond of numbers or working at a table 9 to 5, you know, working behind a desk, I mean. But then you do this to actively show the people who have kind of talked shit about you before, like who've gossiped about you, that, you know, you're just trying to show them, oh yeah, I am better than them, or they can gossip all they want, but are they successful financially? No, because I am. So I feel like they don't want you to go in this direction, because there's so much coming for you, position of authority, and also they're reminding you that you are in this position of authority in your life. You are the, what do they call it, you are the master of your own life. Because I feel like people already see you very highly, but then, because I see here going down domination here with throne and crown, I feel like if you go about it aggressively, like really trying to put in a lot of effort just to act out on revenge, or like based on seeking revenge, it's just kind of like, okay, but then how would you feel afterwards? Because I feel like you're the type of person who won't feel so good, you know, if you hurt people, or even, I feel like you're a person who's also very kind to animals. So then like, I don't know, maybe people have said that you wouldn't even hurt a fly. So here your guides are telling you that by sitting on this throne with your crown, head held high, and you just focusing on yourself and focusing on what you want to do, focusing on energies and things that you're passionate about, focusing on those things is gonna bring you more of the energy that you're looking for. Because maybe you're thinking, why do I keep attracting the same kind of people in my life, or why do I keep attracting the same kind of experience in my life? And they're reminding you that the more energy you put into something, the more like, I'm not trying to scare you that if you start thinking about something that it's gonna happen just because you keep thinking of it, but it's more about the energy you put. So I feel like recently you have probably been putting a lot of energy into just trying to show people that you're doing well without them, but they want you to genuinely feel that. Because I don't know if maybe some of you guys, like, I don't know, left a job for a new one, or left a relationship recently, but then you've been kind of, you know, when you kind of post thirst traps on Instagram, or you post pictures of yourself to show that you're really happy, and that, especially when you want, I don't know, I'm seeing the situation where you're posting pictures of you being happy, and then you want your ex to see it, and they'll be like, oh wow, they're really happy without me. So this kind of energy is what I'm seeing, and they don't want you to go that route, because like I said, the more energy you put into that, those similar kind of experiences are gonna come back. And I feel like these signs have been coming to, like, this message that I'm telling you, I feel like these signs have been showing itself recently, like a lot, even a lot of these, like, it's been showing repeatedly. And I think you just really wanted that one last sign. So I hope this is gonna be a one last sign for you, so that for this month you do not go on this path, because when you do, you're gonna just expect some more things to reoccur that you've been working so hard on leaving. I say working so hard because then you just kind of actually end up putting more energy into things that you're trying to leave. So for this whole month, they're trying to remind you to focus on the things that you really care about, instead of things that really hurt you, because the more energy you put there, the more it's just gonna hurt you and bother you, right? So that's why this card was telling you about when you need a fresh start. So let this month serve as your fresh start. Let these messages remind you that there is a new beginning on the horizon. It's just a matter of if you're willing to put energy into this new beginning, or if you're going to continue dwelling on things that have bothered you in the past and continue pursuing this energy of seeking revenge. Because I feel like people see, of course, it's not so much like, we're not supposed to be focused so much on what other people think, but I'm just gonna say that people do see others more highly by the way that they handle situations. I'm saying this because I'm getting this message with the throne and the crown. So once you tap into your inner balance, because I feel like your inner values, I think you need to reflect a lot more on your inner values, especially with very heavy Saturn energy here. And it will help you have clearer intuition, allow your mind's eye to be clearer and see things clearer, so that when all these messages come through, I think more messages are going to come through this month if you tap into clearing all this all the cloud, so that you can step into your intuitive state. Like you can step into being more intuitive. Yes, that's what I meant. Then more signs will come to you clearly and much easier, because then you are allowing more of that to enter your life. So let's see your last two cards. 10 of Cups. I got chills just now. And the Star. See, you have so much going for you. You have a dream coming true. But like I said, it all depends on the energy that you put into this month. Because if you put more energy into really making like focusing on your goals, your dreams, and what you're passionate about, this 10 of Cups is going to follow. Emotional fulfillment. I feel like the thing that you really want to do career wise is not something that will bring you a lot of money, but it's something that will bring you a lot of emotional fulfillment. So focus on that. Focus on the things that make you feel good. Okay, so pile number 1, this is a big message. Just reminding you to focus on things that you really care about, not about people that are not worth your time, okay, and your energy. So this was your message, pal number 1. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're okay. And I know everything will be okay. So thank you so much for watching another video. Thank you for letting me read your energy, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this. I'll see you next time for another reading, and for now, take care. Bye. Hi, pal number 2. Welcome to your reading. So, I wanted to show you the stone first. So, this is the stone that you were drawn to, and it's the carnelian. So, who needs it? The understimulated. Anybody looking to get acquainted with their fears. Hello, fear. My name is your name. We have some beautiful work to do together. Now, shut the fuck up and let's do this. When to use it? When you find your creativity or sex drive on sleep mode. So go with your gut is your message. Okay, so I feel like you just need something like, what's that song? Pump It Louder. Black Eyed Peas, I think. Anyway, we're gonna start by getting your oracle cards first, just to see the overall energy for your month. And so let's see, what can pal number 2 expect for the month of November? Month, what can they expect? This is the one. Okay, thank you. One here. What can pile number 2 expect? Okay, these 2. Thank you. Okay, and we're gonna get some here. Hold on. Okay, just gonna how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's too many. I think the top one is fine. Thank you. Okay. So let's see. We'll look at your oracle cards first. Hope you guys have been well and that you're doing okay. So we'll start with this one since it showed up. Reaction. Okay. Oh, I feel like it's the lack of reaction. Renewal. Oh, there you go. Look, the dark and the light. I feel like it's like with the understimulation saying here, I feel like there's going to be so much more color. Acquisition with Sun in Taurus. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of color. Very colorful things. Like if you switch from a black to a very colorful wardrobe, things like that. Let's see this card here. Well, family wishes come true. That's nice, especially next to acquisition. Target, a goal-oriented person. Nice. Jug, light-hearted, carefree time. Broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. I'm hearing right away, stepping away from things that aren't making you happy. Success, ooh, especially next to broken ring. And ink pot, problems to be resolved. Look at that, it's a story in itself already. I feel like maybe there's something that you will inherit from your family that kind of, or a skill that is very I was gonna say prominent, but something that your family has. Maybe let's say if they are artistically inclined or very smart with academics, So I feel like that's something that's gonna lead you towards, like, help you realize a goal that you want to work towards. And with all of these surrounding the broken ring, I feel like you're gonna step away from something that you thought you wanted and into success. Wow. But that's what I'm just picking up right now. We'll see more with the cards. So what can... Okay, this one. What can pile number 2 expect for the month of November? Okay, get these. Okay. My, that motorbike is loud. I think that's more than enough. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay, thank you. So let's see what you have here. The 7 of Wands. Okay. All the extras we'll look at later. So let's see if I can just move this up a little bit so we have more space. Oh, what's that song? Mayday Parade. Oh well, guess I'll see you in hell. Okay, let's see. The Knight of Cups. Okay, they're just gonna be next to each other. The King of Swords. 9 of Wands. Trying to see if another one can fit, but I don't think... Oh yes, it can. Okay. The Ace of Cups. Okay. Especially with ink pot. Ace of... You've got 2 aces. Ace of Pentacles. I don't know if we can, like... See. Never mind. We can always look at it afterwards. We've got the 3 of Cups. 9 of Cups. A lot of cups here. Especially with reaction. Water energy. A lot of water. And 8 of Wands. Okay, let's see. What's going on for pile number 2? So there's definitely, what I'm seeing is a renewal. Like it says here. It's not just... I feel like it feels like a big shift, but I think it's something that you have been working towards that you didn't realize. Let me just... Okay, I was just checking if all these cards could be seen, so that's good. I think all these steps you didn't realize were... And also this time of spending... Not really alone, but I feel like you just had this kind of existential crisis where you were just really reflecting on whether or not... what you've been doing, everything that you've been working towards, if it is the right direction. And so far, wait, let's see. I will say it after looking at the tarot card. So like with this is what I'm picking up on. It's a shift, not just emotionally, but also with your career. Because I'm seeing success here. Oh. Okay, so with career, it's not a huge message so far. For this, I'm picking up more like for some of you guys it's related to success, but then for the majority it's more about that emotional shift and satisfaction in life in general. So I'm not really picking up on relationships, but with all the cups here, we're gonna have to see. So you have the 7 of Wands here. And the Knight of Cups, King of Swords. I'm just like trying to see. And this is the 9, yes. Okay. I'm trying to absorb your cards first. Just kind of looking at them and seeing. I think you are stepping away from something that you feel, stepping away from people who do not support you. I think this month is about, like, you know that those usual plots in stories when there's someone who doesn't start off doesn't start off as fortunate. Maybe like Cinderella, for example. In the story, it's like Cinderella, she's not as fortunate, and so she has a hard time in the beginning, and then she meets her fairy godmother, and then everything just changes for her, right? And then there were definitely like her family, her step family were not very supportive of her. So this is what I'm picking up here, is that you are kind of moving away. You're not paying any mind to the people who are not supporting you. Because with the Seven of Wands, I feel like you really have to, I think you've been fighting for what you believe in, and maybe that's what kind of put you in the dark a little bit, because you felt like people didn't understand what you were trying to go for. This could be a career that's very unconventional in your family, at least. So let's say within the family, you guys are typically doctors, right? But then you would like to pursue an artistic career, just for example. So that's what I'm seeing here, is that kind of you felt like people turned their back on you. But then it's not that you're turning your back on them too. It's more like, okay, if they don't support me, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna give up on my dream. Because I feel like you really feel like you see success, you see potential in this field, and there is. Because then I don't know if you also had to part ways with a partner, because it says here romance or business, but I feel more so like you stepped, like I said in the beginning, you stepped out of another career field into a new one. Or this could be this could be a marriage for some of you, because this is like, it says here broken ring, right? I think some of you had to like leave a marriage because the other person was not as supportive as you were hoping. Because I'm hearing for better, for worse, but then they just didn't stick with you through the worst. They just kind of stuck around with you during the best times, and they only want a good time, not a bad time, Well, no, we're only what's that phrase? Only here for a good time, not a long time. That's what I'm hearing. But with this, I think you are, I'm also picking up with goal-oriented person and lighthearted next to each other next to broken ring. I'm picking up that maybe you guys, not necessarily that they're a bad person, it's just that maybe you approach life differently, more differently than you expected. Because with lighthearted, maybe they are not as ambitious as you are. I'm not saying that not being ambitious is a bad thing. It's good. It's also nice to be average, okay? It's okay. Everything is okay. Everyone is accepted. So what I'm just saying here is that you guys are more different than you expected. So maybe you are very goal-oriented here, whereas they are more spontaneous. They go with the flow, and maybe it's not something that maybe it's something you realized you cannot really deal with. It's not something that sits right with you, not because it's wrong, but because maybe you're looking for someone who is just as goal-oriented as you. And so I think it's mutual. For some of you guys who actually stepped out of a marriage, I think it was a mutual agreement, and then maybe you're stressing about it, but everything's gonna be okay this month. So with this, stepping out of something, like you feel trapped, you feel unsupported, but then I think there are definitely people who are trying to come and reassure you. And then I think during this time, you will find the people. With the King of the King of Swords, and with this image here, I feel like there are some people who maybe reassure you. Like maybe they send you messages and say, hey, are you doing okay? Because maybe you've shut yourself away from some people for some time, and so they're a little bit concerned. Maybe because you were like constantly standing up for yourself, but then you kind of got tired. Because here with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like you were really fighting for this opportunity, trying to prove that this has potential, but maybe some people just didn't see it that way, and you couldn't find. So with the Knight of Cups, I think there are some people, there's a little community, I think, of the field that you're entering. So let's say if you are switching into the artistic field, right? Going off the example that I was giving, you will be able to find, I'm seeing graphic design. I don't know if that's a field that you're entering, but let's say you find a community. I'm hearing Reddit. Like, maybe this is some advice that you could look for some people on Reddit to maybe communicate with, keep in touch with, build some connections, because I feel like this kind of brings you like it's gonna be a wish fulfillment, especially with trying to progress in this career field. Because the Nine of Cups here with the King of Swords, I really feel like you will be in communication with certain people. Networking could be a possibility as well, especially seeing this with Eight of Wands. Oh, I'm hearing like, don't be afraid to network, because then it could lead to your DMs blowing up. I feel like there will be people who will be interested in working together with you. Again, what is this? The 9. Okay. The 9 of Wands and the Ace of Cups here. I think maybe some people, because with this, it makes me think of Monsters Inc. But it's like there are some people maybe who have ill intention towards you, and maybe they're like spying on you. Maybe it's the people from the past. Because when you're working so hard on yourself, because look, they're unfazed. Maybe you were phased before, but I feel like in this month you are working more towards acquiring this success. And then towards the end, I think this family wish is more like their acceptance. Now, I'm not gonna promise that acceptance, like from everyone that you know, that you were trying to fight this dream, like fight what? Not fight with them, but it's more like you were fighting for this dream and trying to prove to them, right? So these people, I think you're trying to seek approval from them, but I think you're more focused on the journey itself, which is very important. So just focusing on that is what matters. And if they approve or not, I feel like there's a possibility though, because there's a Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you will have some family members who will start supporting you. Because I think they're just coming from the point of view of not understanding this field. Because let's say if you come from like a very scientific, like a family with a very scientific background, so they don't really understand. I mean, like, they could understand technology, but let's say the artistic side of it, so let's say graphic design, like I said, they didn't really understand it. But I think slowly and surely, with all the effort that you're putting towards what you're doing, when you focus on yourself, they will start noticing it. Maybe you don't realize, but then they're kind of still watching you, still checking if you're doing well. And I'm seeing, like, you know, when you start creating little what's it called? Because when you start marketing or networking, you start creating little posts to market yourself to potential clients. So then most of the time people share that on social media or LinkedIn, right? So then I feel like you're sharing it on social media to kind of promote your services to other people, and maybe they could kind of snowball that and just share with their friends and family. So I feel like when you're doing that, your family and friends, they see it, and then they start going like, oh, hey, actually, I think there's something here, you know? So then the family members that you thought wouldn't have your back, I think there is this potential of them also, this renewal, where they also see it. They see the potential as well. A little late, in your opinion, maybe. But better late than never, you know? At least there will be some people, like, I'm not saying that it's going to be family. For some of you guys, maybe it's just that you will find a community who will support you, whether family, friends, people on the internet. But at the end of the day, regardless of whoever it is, you will find your people. You will find the people who share the same interests, who will give you that the opportunity to feel this emotional renewal. Wow, pile number 2. It's nice. I mean, like, I feel like it's a very straightforward message, because then I do feel that you are already in the process of working towards this goal. With this, I feel like it's not gonna last much longer. I think you're just looking for some support from a more objective point of view, maybe not someone that you know or that you've spoken to. So let this serve as a sign that everything's gonna work out, and that the path that you are going towards, if you continue focusing on it, and if you continue networking and looking for the people who, like, you guys uplift each other, and just kind of, I'm hearing like you're each other's cheerleaders. Like, you have maybe a new set of friends, and maybe you're a little bit scared to do that, but I'm not seeing so much. It's more like you're scared in the sense of just being introverted, but you will find people, I feel, who are also just as introverted as you, and you will understand each other quite well. Maybe they might even have similar stories, similar background as you, that they had a hard time kind of convincing their family and friends that this has potential. And so whatever field that you're entering, it's like reminding you to network, make sure that you have this support system elsewhere. If you can't find it within family or friends that you are like familiar with, don't be afraid to reach out and make friends with people in this new community that you're trying to step into, so that it will not be so hard for you. And I feel like through them, you will also be able to reach out to more like bigger names in the industry, of whatever industry you're in. So it's all gonna lead to emotional fulfillment. There will be people who will have your back. Not exactly sure who these people are gonna be, but they're definitely people who will support you. They will see this and they will support you. So whatever's happening now, it's not gonna last very long. It's gonna change into this new energy, okay? Renewal is on the horizon. And that's my message for you, pile number 2. Stay strong, stay hopeful. As long as you journey towards what makes you passionate, it's all gonna work out. I mean, I cannot promise that, but like with the energy so far, it's gonna work out. So thank you for letting me read your energy. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching another video, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day or night whenever you're watching this. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again next time with another reading. Bye. Hi, pal number 3. Welcome to your reading. So this was the stone that you were drawn to, and it's the epidote. Okay, so who needs it? Anyone putting in the work on their self. When to use it? When you're looking to kick a bad habit, a bad friend, or a bad mood. When you want to cast a spotlight on your weaknesses so you can work on them. Upgrade your version of you is your phrase. Okay, so pile number 3. Definitely, like, I picked out this stone because I felt like there was gonna be some change. Like, I was picking up this energy of change for the month of November, and I was right. Like, this, like, y'all are going through something, and this is more focused on yourself. So let's see what's going on. We're gonna pick out your oracle cards first to see the overall energy of your month. So what can pile number 3 expect for the month of November? Thank you. And then here, what can pile number 3 expect for the month of November? This one is also calling, so thanks. Ooh, okay. We'll look at those in a bit. We're gonna get some oracle cards here. Hold on. gonna move this. These two. Oh, there's three. Okay. Okay. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can get one more. This one. Thank you. All right. So let's look at your cards first. Your oracle cards. So you have escape with Mars in Pisces. And patience with Jupiter in Virgo. Oh, yes. Oh, quite contradictory, I feel. Okay, let's see. Center. Oh, what's that song? Big Girls Don't Cry by Fergie. That's what I mean. Be with myself in center. Gravity, peace, serenity. Okay, Mountain Road. You are on the road to success. So let this be a sign that everything's like you're going on the right path. Yoke. Feeling tied down or frustrated. Okay, definitely matches this escape. Okay, let's see. Huh? Mountain Road and Mountain. Major challenge to overcome. Okay. Wow. Look, you're stuck between two mountains. Stork. News of a birth or a new business opportunity. Wow, so there's like new energy coming in. Okay, so we can, I know we can fit 2 more here. Let's make it happen. Okay. Bowl, plenty of material things. Okay. And Vine, seek out information that will help you. Okay. Now, I think this information, because I don't want to start reading right away, but then I feel like this information is definitely going to help you with this, with these, with the major challenge to overcome, because then you are on the road to success. You're going to reach that. So let's see. What can pile number 3 expect for the month of November? Ooh, thank you. So you got the King of Pentacles jumping out already. We can put that here. And this one. Thanks. If there are extras, we can look at them in a bit. Okay, but I think this is enough. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, with this feeling tied down or frustrated, it's lining up. Okay. I don't know if we can fit 2 levels of cards. Let's see. Let's try. Okay. 10 of Pentacles. Look, you've from the 5 to the 10. Also this with the... Oh my gosh. Pile number 3. 9 of Swords. The High Priestess. Oh my. I can see. I feel like this is something that you are worried about, but it's nothing to be worried about. Knight of Wands. Okay. 10 of Wands. Oh! 2 10s lining up. Oh my gosh. Pile number 3. 7 of Swords. And the 7 of Pentacles. 2 7s? Are you serious? Y'all. This is definitely a sign. You've got 2 10s and then 2 7s. If you see these numbers very often, then that's how your guides are trying to reach out to you. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. This is, I feel, definitely related to material success, like it mentioned here. Plenty of material things with the bowl and a lot of the pentacle energy here, especially with the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like there is this success waiting for you, like you are on the road to success. Let's move that here. But it might take some time to get there because I think you're overwhelming yourself. That's why you have the center card. It's trying to remind you that yes, you are looking for this renewal of the self. But when you are doing that, I think you're trying to take on too many things at the same time. Biting off more than you can chew. With the Knight of Wands, 10 of Wands together, and also the 7 of Swords, I think there's just too much that you're trying to do all at the same time. Then when you're looking at I think you're expecting too much too soon. Because maybe you have been seeing signs that there's potential. This is why with escape and patience, I feel like you have been escaping patience. You haven't been, I don't want to, hold on. Let's just, yeah, here we go. Yes. I feel like they're reminding you to practice patience, because if you are not grounded in your center, because that's the important part when it comes to, like, I'm not saying it's necessary for change, but I feel especially change in the self, but I feel like that's something you need to do, especially with the kind of change you are seeking, especially with the success that is lining up for you. Because look, you're on the road to success, but you're feeling tied down or frustrated. You're in between these two, and this is major challenges to overcome. So you're stuck because you know you are on the right path, but there's still things that you need to overcome. With the 5 of Pentacles here, maybe you are in this mindset that you are not there yet. You're not successful because from the 5, you're working so hard. You're trying to do so many things. You're rushing, and then you're thinking, oh, I only have 7 pentacles. But the thing is, you have 7 pentacles. That's something that your guides are trying to remind you. You have 7 pentacles. You have to step into this mindset of stability. Because look, at the end of the day, you start with 5, you end with 7. It's still success. It's still success. And with this King of Pentacles, they're reminding you that every achievement counts. We have to practice gratitude. We have to remember that good things come to those who wait. You can't plant a seed and then have a tree the next day, right? I just feel like y'all just thinking, yeah, I've heard that before. I know, but I really want it to happen already. And I know. And I feel like sometimes let's say they're not just me, but then there might be people who maybe remind others that the more effort you put into something, the more success you will reap. But then it's not always the case. And that's something that people need to also remind others, is that just because you work hard doesn't mean you will get everything right away. Because putting in so much, I mean, I'm not saying that it doesn't work, but for some cases it won't. Let's say if you take on too many responsibilities, then it's just like you will have this unnecessary pressure on yourself. And then when you reach this kind of success of from 5 to 7, there's still 2 more pentacles than you've had before. But then you won't be able to see that, because then you're thinking, oh, I needed to have 10 pentacles already by now. I'm supposed to have 10 pentacles. And so you have this unnecessary anxiety. Okay, I'm not dismissing anxiety in general. If you have this mental illness or mental struggle, I'm not saying that, okay? I'm just saying that you have put so much pressure on yourself that you have become so anxious about receiving this 10 pentacles already, but you're at the 7 already. Let's say from the 5, you're already halfway there to the 10. Halfway, see? You're feeling frustrated when you're halfway because there are some obstacles that you are, I'm hearing missing. Maybe you're missing something. You're missing out. No, not missing out. Like there's something you're forgetting. Now don't freak out, because I'm not saying that you're already more than halfway to the journey, like in this journey, and then suddenly you're like, you know, when you're on the way to the airport and suddenly you realize you forgot your passport. It's not like that level of intensity. It's more like yes, what you're missing is centering yourself, patience. Because when you keep on escaping this grounded energy, when you keep on running away from just waiting, because sometimes, let's say there are good days, there are bad days, and there are just days where you maybe just don't feel happy or sad. You're just living, you know? And I think that's something that you need to recognize and also accept, is that sometimes you're just working on your goals. And I mean, it's great if you feel good, but then I think because of how social media just makes the success look so good, and then maybe the journey towards it, there are some people who also maybe document it and it looks so fun, but then maybe when you're doing it yourself, it's actually a little more mundane than you think. And that's okay, because I think personally, like, if you could just overall enjoy the journey as much as possible, that's great. But I think there are just gonna be days where you're just doing the thing because you're working towards your goals, and maybe you won't feel as happy as you used to, but that doesn't mean that you are not happy. So that's what they're trying to tell you, is that you practice and exercise patience, and everything will work out. Because look, with the 7, look, you look so disappointed, but it's already 7 of Pentacles. It's so much more than you started with, and it's so much closer to what you are wishing to achieve. Can you see? Because I'm hearing, if you can't accept, if you can't be grateful, or you can't appreciate your 7 of Pentacles, how can you appreciate your 10? And I know you're gonna say, like, it's 10, obviously I will appreciate it. But the thing is, if we don't practice gratitude and appreciate things, let's say you have the 5, you were pretty disappointed with this 5. Maybe it's not enough to get you by. And let's say now you're at a 7 and you're pretty comfortable, you know? But then you can't appreciate it. And that's the problem, is that what if you reach from 7 to 10 and then you're just like, no, I want that 11. But you know, I'm not trying to limit you and say that 10 is the maximum, but I feel like when you reach this complete, like when you have so much material things, when you have all the things that you've been hoping for, then like, how can you appreciate it? Appreciate the little things in life, is what I'm hearing. That's how the King of Pentacles became the King of Pentacles, is because he appreciated every single pentacle he had. He treasured it, and he is grateful. I'm not saying you're ungrateful, but I'm just saying this is a very, like, this card is stable. This card, they know that everything they've worked for has come into fruition. They have achieved the success, even if maybe just at a 5, because at least you're halfway to a 10. And that's what they're trying to help you realize, is that with patience you will be able to work towards the other half of the road to success. And I think for this month, while you're focusing on that, there will be an opportunity, if you continue on this path of reminding yourself not to overload yourself with rushing or taking too many things. And I'm hearing feeding off of social media, you know, when you scroll to see other people doing so well and then you overburden yourself. Don't do that. So they're reminding you, if you have been doing that, it's not going to be very helpful, because it obviously will lead to disappointment in what you have. But what you have is already much better than where you started, and that's what you're supposed to be comparing it with. So you already know this. You already know this, but then it's like you're trying really hard to practice this, and let this be a sign to remind you to cut down on your time on social media, because it's just, you're losing sleep over things that you shouldn't be rushing towards, because all of this is promised. Yes, with this, seek out information that will help you with the High Priestess. They're reminding you that you can always seek guidance from your future self, because there is this thing I remember hearing where if you meditate, you can always just ask. It could be your angels, your guides, it could be your future self. They will be able to guide you and give you some more, maybe some signs to help you, lead you towards the path that you need to go. So for this month, it's really focusing on yourself, like it says here. connecting with your center, connecting with your future self, your angels, to guide you, to kind of bring you out of this mindset of lack. Yes, you're stepping into this mindset, this mindset of receiving. Because look, they're holding success in their hands. This pentacle, this wand, holding success, even this other one. So you are promised success this month. I mean, it's not gonna happen this month, I don't think, but it's on the way. Like, you are halfway, more than halfway there. Don't let this inability to see how things have progressed bring you down and make you run away from this ability, from this success, from this blessing that is coming into your life. Okay, so don't be afraid to ask for help from people, from your guides. And I don't know if meditation will help you, or if there are those guided meditations. I know sometimes meditation is not the best option for everybody, but even just reflecting, like journaling, writing to yourself, yeah, that could help you too. So this is your message, pile number 3. There's so much going on here. I mean, like this is just one big message for you to focus on, to remember where you are on this journey, because this month you can be able to receive news of a new opportunity to help bring you towards this 10 of Pentacles. But you have to learn not to hold all these 10 wands at the same time, because it's not gonna help you see the opportunity that's lying ahead. Reach out to your guides. Trust yourself is also what I'm hearing, because you know, like I said, you already know this. Trust yourself. Trust your abilities. Don't rush into things because you're trying to get to this King of Pentacles. Don't rush, because with all these 10 wands, you won't be able to get to this King of Pentacles the best way that universe wants you to get there, because you can get there. It's just gonna be hard, because how can you see your way with all these 10 wands? You know what I'm saying? So with the 7 of Swords, don't allow like lurking on other people's pages. Don't let that take you away from your goal, because it's gonna be tough. Look, with the 9 of Swords, okay? Remember that the 10 of Pentacles is just around the corner, and soon you will be able to be grateful if you step into this King of Pentacles energy. Stable and what do you call it? Being able to support others. I feel like you are maybe overburdening yourself with a lot of responsibilities from other people right now. So they're trying to remind you to prioritize. Maybe just take a few at a time. If you can carry half, it's still a lot for me, but like I think if you can just whatever you can manage. If you can manage half, then that's fine. If you can manage less than half, then that's also perfectly fine. As long as you are only prioritizing what you'll be able to carry for now, whether it's financial support for other people, or if it's just responsibilities for yourself and whatnot, your family. Take what is really, really of the utmost importance right now, so that you can tread this journey with more ease, because you cannot look. With this 10 of Wands, you cannot journey up this road as quickly as if you would if you could just travel with a few at a time. You'll get there sooner, and you'll also be able to see things more clearly, okay? So allow yourself that time and this patience and this self, being able to center into yourself. Yes, for this month, okay? Take care of yourselves. Pile number 3. Okay, this was your message. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much again for watching this video. Thank you for letting me read your energy, and I hope you are taking care of yourself, especially with this 10 of Wands and this 9 of Swords. I hope you're sleeping well. Also, cut down on spending time on your phone, mindlessly scrolling before going to bed, because that's gonna mess up your sleep cycle, especially with the moon here. Try to realign your circadian rhythm. That's like a last message I'm hearing right now. try to fix your body clock. And I feel like things will kind of slowly start aligning themselves. So take care of your body. Body is a temple. Take care of yourself and your mind, okay? And thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day or night whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you again next time for another video. Take care. Bye.